Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, I have fixed the size problem this week. I thought I had fixed it last week, but apparently I didn't. This week we have a theme, which obviously you guys know about from everyone else's videos. But in case you don't, this week's video was to read an extract from our writing, which I'm going to do that in the second part of this video. In the first part though, I want to talk about Supernova, which as I mentioned in my video last week is kind of like the Australian version of Comic-Con, but much smaller. I went on Saturday with my friends Cassie and Sarah, and I just want to talk about some of the things that I bought and some of the people that I saw. And yeah, so let's get started with that. First of all, I bought a lot of little pins, like badges. Badges is the better word, as you can tell. So I just want to show you the ones I got. I'll try and do this kind of quickly. First badge I have is just this black one with the Deathly Hallows symbol on. Then I've got a Hunger Games one with Gale on. I'm not Team Peter or Team Gale really, I like both of them, but Gale is played by an Australian guy, and I feel like everyone's Team Peter, so I kind of feel bad for him. Then I've got Vote Saxon, which is a Doctor Who reference. I Kissed a Time Lord and I liked it, again Doctor Who. Then I've got Don't Blink in TARDIS Blue, which again is a Doctor Who reference. Then I've got a button with just David Tennant as the 10th Doctor, and I've actually got this poster in my room so it kind of goes. Then I got some Harry Potter ones. I got this one, Slytherin, because I'm in Slytherin on Pottermore. I was a Slytherin before Pottermore as well, but that kind of made it official. Then I've got one that says Make Love, Not Horcruxes, which is undone. And then I've got one that says Moony, because I'm Moony and Gemma is Padfoot. Then I have one that says I Love Sherlock. This is referring to the BBC TV version, because I love Benedict Cumberbatch. And then the last one I have is from Game of Thrones. That's Jon Snow. My favourite character is actually played by Harry Lloyd, but he's probably my second favourite. The next thing I got, I met up with my friend Steph, and she was there as Katniss, so I went and found myself a little Mockingjay pin, which is awesome. It was kind of expensive though, it was $20, but I hadn't seen one. I also got this like plush Dalek in red from Doctor Who, and it also talks. You would make a good Dalek! Which is awesome. It also says exterminate, but I don't want to play it again. And then before I show you the last thing I bought, I'm going to show you some pictures from the costumes that we saw. This is one of me, my friend Sarah, and Captain Jack Harkness. This was kind of a funny story. We went up and asked him for a picture, and while we were walking away, he turned to his friend or his girlfriend, we're not quite sure, and said, "Why is it always the girls?" We thought that was pretty funny. Then we've also got this one with like a Doctor Who family. We've got the TARDIS, Dalek baby, and then the 10th Doctor, and that's my friend Cassie. Then my friend Sarah has this picture with a girl dressed as Sherlock from the BBC TV version. The last picture I want to show you guys is the three of us, and it's also named Nancy Kunz. I'm not sure how you pronounce her last name, but we met her and she was lovely, which kind of leads me into what the last one was. I bought her book, Dangerously Placed. This is her second book. The first one's called Mishaps, that I read years ago and I really loved it. I got this one, and I even got her to sign it for me. And we got pictures with her and everything, and we're going to be on our website, and yeah, we are now her cloak-wearing fans. I kind of stupidly forgot that I needed to bring out anything of my writing, so I'm going to have to film that inside. So here is my extract of writing. I'm taking this off my phone, and I'm only going to do one sort of scene out of the first chapter. My story is called Tied Together with a Smile. It is Harry Potter fan fiction, which Shani's going to hate. This chapter isn't incredibly fanfiction-y though. I wrote this about 3 years ago, this particular thing. I actually finished the story about a month ago. There's 55 chapters. If you want to read it, I will link it below. It's set in Marauder's era. It's a serious OC. Yeah, so let's start. Coralie Bennett dragged her feet along the ground as she swung back and forth. She was unsure of the exact time, perhaps 1 or 1:30. She knew it was late though, very late. Recently, she'd been spending more time here than she spent at home. The beachside park was filled with screaming children and their parents during the day. At night, however, Coralie had the whole place to herself, and she liked it like that. She was one of the girls who often got described as weird, just because she liked to be alone. There were rumours around school that she'd killed her parents and now she was insane. However, the last time she checked, her parents were both alive and well. Her best friend Emma knew this as well as a handful of her other friends, but she didn't really like to share her life story with people she hardly knew. Her family, the Bennetts, were like that. Coralie remembered her father telling her once, when she was very young, "Tell no one your fears, and you will be fearless." At that age, she didn't understand what her father was trying to tell her. Even though she was 16 now, she still didn't know. Her father, Pierre Bennett, had left when she was just 2 years old. Her mother, Marcel, had just fallen pregnant with another child, and Coralie's parents fought about whether to keep it or not. One day, Marcel woke up and decided she was going to keep it, so Pierre left without a warning or a goodbye. As she felt tears sting her eyes, Coralie stood up from the swing and began to walk home. Wiping the tears away, she finally stumbled up her street and into the gravel driveway, being careful not to stand on any sharp rocks. Coralie pulled onto the fire escape ladder that she and her siblings used whenever they were sneaking out. As she reached the top, she sighed, nervous about starting her new school called Hogwarts tomorrow. Feeling the drowsiness start, she realized just how long she'd been out and just how tired she actually was. Slipping into bed, she curled up into a ball and quickly fell asleep, not wanting to be too tired for her first day. The first sort of scene of that first chapter of that novel. Yeah, I did write it 3 years ago. There are bits when I was thinking when I was reading it, like, why did I write that? And I didn't read it word for word, because otherwise this probably would have gone on a bit longer, and I kind of wanted to get this done over and quick because my battery is going to run out. I hope you like that. Like I said before, I will link it below if you want to read it. No pressure. If you don't want to, that's fine. And hopefully if we do this again, I will give you some of my original stuff. I just couldn't find any quickly, so that's why you got fanfiction. I'm sorry, Jamie. I will see you guys next week.